Aloha and welcome back to the channel. Today's adventure, we're heading to the breathtaking island of Kauai to explore the legendary Na Pali Coast from every angle. We're taking it to the skies on a doors-off helicopter ride, hitting the ocean on a Zodiac raft expedition, and tackling an 8-mile-long hike along one of the most stunning coastlines in the world to experience its untamed beauty. And of course, we're diving into Kauai's food scene. Local restaurants, iconic bakeries, and fresh poke. So let's get into it. Hey guys, so right now we're headed to Poipu Beach to watch the sunset, and we are getting Puka dogs, Hawaiian hot dogs for dinner. So essentially it is a Polish hot dog that is stuffed inside the bread with a lemon garlic special sauce, and then you choose your relish, which we're going to go with the pineapple relish. There's also mango, star fruit, and a few other options. So let's see how it goes. These Puka dogs were really good. There is definitely a reason why they have a line out the door, and the secret sauce with the combination of the relish makes it stand out and feels like a hot dog you would be having in Hawaii. So we sat here, relaxed, and enjoyed this beautiful sunset at Poipu Beach before getting some Hawaiian shave ice and heading back to the Airbnb to rest up. For breakfast, we headed over to Country Kitchen at 8 a.m., a popular long-standing restaurant in Kaua'i serving breakfast and lunch with hearty portions since 1975. We got the Polynesian omelet with a local papaya, macadamia nut French toast, 2 eggs with bacon, mac salad, and cornbread. This was a solid breakfast to start the day. Expect a wait during peak hours, especially on the weekends. So this is about a 0.25 mile incline down to the secret beach that we pulled off on. It's not too bad. It is pretty muddy and slippery. The most challenging part is trying to keep these white sneakers clean. That I guess I got to just let that go, because I didn't know that I was going to be doing this at this moment today. But definitely looks like it's worth it. Secret Beach, or Kauapea Beach, is a secluded 3,000-foot long stretch of sand on the North Shore. It's a stunning and picturesque destination that requires a short hike, about 10 to 15 minutes down a footpath that is steep and slippery, especially after it rains. And of course, last night it rained. So wear sturdy shoes and watch for hazards like roots. But the beach is known for its privacy, its dramatic red and black lava cliffs, lush vegetations, and the views of Kilauea Lighthouse. But use extreme caution when swimming. Currents are strong and unpredictable, and there are no lifeguards present. Now we're headed off to our 1:45 doors off all window seats helicopter tour that we booked through Viator. We paid $768 for 2 people, and it was by the Mauna Loa Helicopters Kauai. You first get there to their office, check in, sign a waiver, and watch a brief safety video at the office, and then you'll drive yourself to the airfield, which is about 5 minutes away. There we met with our pilot and went over some last-minute questions while they were fueling up the chopper, and they also provide you with a phone grip with a wrist strap to take videos or pictures if needed. We were concerned about the conditions in the morning and hoping we were going to have good visibility because it was a pricey excursion, but it turned out to be a beautiful day. Wind was quite strong for most of the beginning, about 20 minutes, where it helped having on sunglasses because there were times where it was hard to keep my eyes open. And throughout the trip, there were definitely a few gusts of winds that pushed the helicopter around, which didn't really faze me because I was mesmerized by the view, but my wife was a bit concerned. We asked our pilot at the end, and he said that it was normal and wind conditions were fairly moderate for the flight. So I guess it was nothing out of the ordinary. First, one major component about the island of Kauai is that it is considered one of the wettest spots on Earth. It is famous for receiving some of the highest average annual rainfall in the world. This extreme precipitation is the very reason the island is so incredibly green and lush, earning it the nickname the Garden Isle. Here below us is Waimea Canyon State Park, which is referred to as the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. The canyon is 14 miles long and over 3,600 feet deep, offering breathtaking views and a stark contrast to the tropical beaches. But now, a little information about the stunning Na Pali Coast. The Na Pali Coast is a 17-mile, dramatic and rugged coastline on the northwest side of Kauai, known for its towering emerald cliffs, deep valleys, and waterfalls. The name Na Pali means the cliffs in Hawaiian, a fitting description for sea cliffs that soar up to 4,000 feet high. This remote area is primarily accessible by air, where helicopter or airplane tours offer aerial views of the entire coastline, such as this. By sea, where boat tours are a popular way to see the coastline from the ocean, which is the only way to visit the hidden sea caves, which are coming up in this video, or also accessible by land. It is an 11-mile hike that crosses 5 valleys. By land, it requires reservations for all hikers, whether for a day trip or overnight camping. Access to the trail is managed through Haena State Park, and a permit is needed to enter the park. We do the beginning stretch of this hike to Hanakapi'ai Falls on day 3. But this coast features razor-sharp cliffs formed by millions of years of erosion from wind, rain, and ocean waves. There are deep, narrow valleys that are carved into the cliffs and waterfalls that cascade down to the sea. These valleys were once home to ancient Hawaiian settlements, and you can still find stone-walled terraces where taro was cultivated, as well as ancient temples. But the striking scenery has been featured in numerous movies and pop culture references such as Jurassic Park, King Kong, Pirates of the Caribbean, 6 Days, 7 Nights, and Tropic Thunder. Mornings are often the best time to visit for clear skies and good visibility, as clouds frequently obscure the mountain valleys later in the day. I did read a lot of reviews that helicopter rides were good in the afternoon for photographic shots because of the sunlight hitting the northwest coastline. The island of Kauai feels more natural and untouched because a local ordinance ensures that no building is taller than a coconut tree. This keeps the island skyline low, helping to preserve its natural beauty and ensure unobstructed views of the stunning mountains and coastlines. After our ride and our adrenaline rush, we went over to Lava Lava Beach Club for a few happy hour drinks, live music, and snacks before heading back to refresh for dinner at 8:30 at Barracuda. Barracuda is a highly popular and stylish tapas and wine restaurant located in the town of Hanalei. It is well regarded for its creative Hawaiian and Mediterranean-inspired small plates that feature fresh, locally sourced ingredients. Reservations are typically hard to get, but I highly recommend trying to score one. It is a relaxing, lively atmosphere, friendly service with great food, cocktails, and wine list. We booked ourselves the raft tour by the Na Pali riders through Viator. It is an adventurous, fast-paced riding tour in a Zodiac inflatable boat. The family-owned company is operated by U.S. Coast Guard veteran who prioritizes safety and use their smaller boats to access sea caves and get close to waterfalls, conditions permitting. This tour was $475 for 2 people. The morning tour is highly recommended for calmer conditions and better visibility with higher probability to see marine life. At first we arrived at 7 a.m. for check-in and a safety brief. You are given a dry bag for your supplies, which they recommend you have a bathing suit, towel, sunscreen, sunglasses, and a hat with straps or ties as it's windy riding on the boat. They will provide you with water and a small snack towards the end of the tour. We then all drove in line following one of the employees to a parking lot near the dock and boarded the Zodiac raft to take off and see this dramatic landscape of the Na Pali coast. This is the open ceiling sea cave. It was once a solid, hollowed out lava tube, but over time, constant erosion from powerful ocean waves caused a large section of the ceiling to collapse. When viewed from the ocean, the entrance is relatively small, but inside the cave it is immense, and the circular opening at the top lets in abundant sunlight. The fallen portion of the ceiling rests in the center of the pool within the cave, forming a sort of central island. Like most sea caves on this coast, this one is only accessible by sea and only during calm ocean conditions, which is usually in the summer. Smaller vessels like the rafts used by Na Pali riders are ideal for maneuvering inside to give visitors an intimate view. The Cathedral Cliffs are these impressive fluted rock formations that characterize the coastline, particularly those surrounded by Kalalu and Honopu valleys. The name was given by early visitors who saw a resemblance between the volcanic formations and the architecture of European cathedrals. Musubi Truck in Koloa is a popular food truck which operates more like a permanent stand with outdoor seating. It offers an elevated interpretation of the classic Hawaiian spam musubi and other local favorites. Little Fish Coffee Shop is a beloved local spot on Kauai, known for serving high-quality coffee, healthy breakfast items, and fresh acai bowls in a relaxed island-style atmosphere. It's a very popular destination for both locals and tourists. After spending all morning in the sun and on the boat, we had a big lunch, some coffee, and decided to relax on Poipu Beach for the afternoon underneath some palm trees. Island Craves is a casual, family-owned eatery and a one-stop shop in Kauai known for its extensive and diverse menu featuring comfort food with an island flair. It is a local favorite, open early for breakfast and offering a wide range of options throughout the day. One of the main things they are known for is their donuts and pastries. Handmade donuts and Malasadas, which is Hawaiian fried dough. We got the maple bacon donut, the coconut cream malasada, and the guava filled malasada. These were some of the best donuts I've ever had. So we're trying the donuts. They're pretty amazing. This is a malasada donut filled with coconut cream. Coated in sugar, super light and airy. Cream's delicious. Not too sweet. And the donut almost has like a little more of a chewy texture. Like, I feel like there must be something like tapioca flour in here, and which they are Portuguese donuts. Like, and this must be guava. Highly recommend. I think we're gonna get some more of these. And now we're at Kai. We just ordered some breakfast before the hike. I'm getting a breakfast burrito with a kalua pork, which is traditional Hawaiian barbecue pork. And my wife is getting a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich, almost a little caramelized onions, tomatoes, spinach, and a pesto schmear. We're gonna get those to go just because we're running late on time. And we're heading to Haena State Park to do a hike that requires a shuttle ticket that we've already purchased, $40 per person. And it leaves at about 9:20 in the morning, and it's 8:20. So it takes like 40 minutes to get there, so we should make it, but on a little bit of a time crunch. We are hiking to Hanakapi'ai Beach. We're gonna see if we're gonna take it all the way to the falls. I believe we start at Ki'i Beach. So we have to drive to Waipa State Park Park and Ride in Haena State Park to get on the shuttle to take us to the trail, which we get to hike the Na Pali Coast, which we've already seen by air, and we have then seen by boat yesterday on our Na Pali Riders tour. All right, let's try the food and get on the road. Kai was highly recommended and was very busy in the morning, but we did find our food a bit underwhelming. But I did have a great mac nut latte, and my wife had a delicious matcha latte with strawberry. We didn't love the shark bite latte, which is a raspberry latte, but I feel like ours wasn't made correctly of some of the ones I've seen pictures of. This is the Kai Shark Bite Latte, which is a raspberry latte with a little whipped cream. I thought it was going to be like a raspberry color from what I've seen before. It's interesting. I wouldn't say I'd get it again, but people were ordering them. And it does have a slight raspberry undertone, but still tastes like a creamy coffee. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm gonna drink it all, but I don't know if I'd get it again. Reservations are required for all visitors except Hawaii residents. You are required to have a reservation to access Haena State Park, and it can be made online at gohaena.com up to 30 days in advance, and are required for entry by shuttle, car, or foot. The entry per person is $40. The hike from Ke'e Beach, Hanakapi'ai Beach, and Falls is an 8-mile round-trip journey that follows the first portion of the famous Kalalu Trail in Haena State Park, which I mentioned earlier, as it is the only way to reach the Na Pali Coast by land. It is a strenuous hike known for its beautiful coastal views and lush inland jungle scenery. Segment 1 from Ke'e Beach to Hanakapi'ai Beach is 2 miles, and it is a popular day hike on its own. The trail has stunning views of the coastline and is often muddy and steep with rocky inclines and descents, so sturdy shoes are a must. As you reach Hanakapi'ai Beach, you have to cross the Hanakapi'ai Stream. That's the 2-mile mark. This crossing of the stream can be dangerous during heavy rainfalls, and you should not attempt it if the water level is high. Hanakapi'ai Beach is extremely dangerous for swimming due to strong rip currents, and it is not monitored by lifeguards. Drownings have occurred here, and swimming is never recommended. So we just made it to Hanakapi'ai Falls, well, the beach. Now we're heading up to the falls. It's about 2 hours it took us. Now we're heading up the trail to another 2 miles. It's supposed to be not too strenuous, but you definitely have to scale some rocks, cross some streams, and probably some fallen trees. But other hikers said it's worth it, so we're gonna keep going. You know, it could be about a 6 to 8 hour hike, this whole thing, but so far it seems like it's worth it. Muddy, a little slippery, but not too bad. This part of the trail is unmaintained, and terrain becomes significantly more challenging, and multiple stream crossings, boulder scrambling, and very slippery, muddy sections. I had no issues crossing the streams, but I am a bit taller, so to leap from boulder to boulder was easier, but if shorter, it could be more of a struggle. It required my wife and some other hikers to carefully walk through the waters. You want to be cautious crossing either way so you don't slip and hurt yourself. During this part of the hike, we experienced some light rain, which protected us for a bit through the dense jungle, but as we got to the waterfall, we were cold and wet. Hanakapi'ai Falls is the reward for completing the strenuous segment, and you see this stunning 300-foot waterfall that plummets into a refreshing pool, which is generally safe for swimming. We got in despite being wet and cold and getting sprayed from the mist of the waterfall, because we were here, so we figured why not. But it was freezing. Hey guys, just wanted to recap on the hike yesterday. I didn't get a chance to after it, just carrying a lot of stuff. Our bodies were beaten after 3 miles. I think it was a total of, they said the hike was about 9.9 miles or so. But I would say overall, it's a lot of mud, a lot of slippery rock. So it wasn't so much of a challenging hike, but just by the end, it was hard because you were exhausted. You know, getting to the waterfall wasn't bad, but then doing that whole thing back, it felt almost never ending. But to pay $40 to do that hike and just go to the first Hanakapi'ai Beach, I don't know if that's worth it. The waterfall was beautiful. It was a little rainy when we were there, and then you got the mist coming off. We got in. It was cold, very cold. I don't know. I think we would have preferred to have made it to the Waimea Canyon hike. This one, you're going to drive to the Waipa park and ride. They're going to shuttle you into Kauai Beach, and then you start the hike from there. There is a shower at the end, which was great because we were extremely muddy and sweaty. Wanted to rinse our shoes out since we're leaving today. Just kind of cleaned ourselves up and then just went out to dinner before we headed home to the Airbnb to take a real shower and go to sleep. You know, do your research if it's something you're interested in. A lot of people really felt that it was worth it to do the waterfall. You know, we're not experienced hikers, but we do hike. So like I said, it wasn't extremely difficult, but I just don't know if I would, you know, highly recommend it. But people love it, and it's a big attraction to do here in Kauai. The Jammin Banana Bakery and Cafe is a popular family-owned cafe located in Lihue, known for its fresh-baked goods, excellent coffee, and oceanfront views of Kalapaki Bay. It is a father and daughter operation that has quickly become a local favorite for breakfast and light meals. We highly recommend the banana latte, the cinnamon roll, and any of the bagels with the cream cheese spreads. Hey guys, so it's our last day in Kauai. We were going to drive out to Tunnels Beach and get some lunch in Hanalei, but tons of traffic. It's going to take us way more time to get there than we have before the airport. So we're going back to the Musubi Truck. It was pretty solid 2 days ago. Just going to get some musubi and some poke before the airport. Bodies are hurting us from a 10-mile hike yesterday, so just going to take it a little easier before we head over to Honolulu and hit Oahu. Costco was conveniently located right near the airport, so we filled up on gas here, and of course we had to go in and check out some of the snacks and items that they carried here in Hawaii. Hawaii Costco has sushi platters. Doesn't look bad, but I don't know if I would eat it, but I guess I'm eating sushi all over Hawaii. So maybe it's good fish. Also, tip if you're traveling to Kauai and Maui and renting a car, bring your Costco card. You'll spend significantly lower on gas. I think we were seeing it from at least in Kauai, $5.09 a gallon, and we just paid $4.79 a gallon at Costco here near the airport before we're returning our rental. Well, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed exploring the beautiful island of Kauai with me. If you like this video, please hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps my channel grow so I can keep sharing my adventures and inspiring others to get out there too. But stay tuned because next we're heading over to Oahu for 6 days of more incredible Hawaii experiences. See you there.